What is a hero? A mythological figure, often of divine descent, endowed with great strength or ability? An illustrious warrior? No. It's a person admired for achievements and noble qualities, one who shows great courage. Welcome to the What's a Hero podcast, where we dive deep into what a hero is and what makes them that hero. I'm your host, Ken Frownfelter, and I'm going to be introducing you to some of the world's most likely and unlikely heroes. You may have never heard of them before, and they most likely have never met you. But they all have one thing in common. They are ready to do whatever it takes to help make you better, even if it means sacrificing everything for you. Let's get into it.
This is episode 93 of the What's a Hero podcast with me, Ken Frownfelter. No, it doesn't suck. Monday doesn't suck. Your genetics don't suck. The weather doesn't suck. Your partner doesn't suck. Your negative mindset sucks, though. Stop complaining about what's missing from your life. Go and manifest the crap out of your dreams. Well, you said suck a lot, didn't you? Yeah, because that's what happens when you start working out. You start sucking air. Your body starts feeling like it hurts. You start not looking forward to this, and oh my goodness. But you have to get past that. You have to go forward to what it is that you are trying to attain. What is that goal you are trying to reach? There's a part where it's going to be very uncomfortable, and there's a part that's going to be very painful as you start getting into it. But you've got to understand that the reason that you are doing something is to reach the goal. The goal that you set before yourself. Maybe somebody else set that goal before you. Nevertheless, that goal is set before you. And you are needed to go reach that goal. You are needed to go do that. But in order to get there, you have to go through some pain. You have to go through some struggle. You have to go through some things that are very uncomfortable for you. But if you don't do it, if you're not the one that's going out there and training to prepare yourself to go attain those things, you're not going to be able to reach that goal. And on the adverse side, if you are going after those things, or you're not going after those things, who is? Who is getting that thing? Is it somebody that you are in competition with? Is that somebody that wants to do you harm and see you fail and ruin your life? And you're actually in competition for livelihood maybe, or even life, like a life and death situation. If you're not training to prepare yourself for that next challenge that's coming your way, that you may not even know is coming your way, you will not be prepared, and somebody else will conquer you. Now, whether that's business or financially or romantically or in a fight for your life, it doesn't matter. All of those things are the same thing when it comes to preparing yourself to reach those goals. Now, I'm specifically talking about physical training to prepare yourself for this next step, these goals that you are putting before you, because your physical body is going to make the difference. Because if your physical body isn't able to move, if your physical body isn't able to change or travel that road in which you need to travel to get to that goal, you're not going to go anywhere. It's like deciding, hey, I need to get to this place. Well, let's get in the car. Car doesn't work. Guess we can't go anywhere. Figure out a way to make your body move. Go out and fix your vehicle. Now you might be asking yourself, do you have a dislike or a hatred for exercise? And if so, is your dislike for exercise getting in the way of reaching your goals and overall health? Well, one trick is to not treat it like a punishment and find a few ways to make it more enjoyable and keep you on track. Don't exercise just so you can burn calories. Don't exercise or treat exercise like it's punishment for being overweight. And don't exercise that's not beneficial for your goals. I mean, what are your goals? What are the things you're looking for in life? Instead, focus on exercise that's beneficial for your goals. Think about what you want to do, what you want to attain. If your desire is to be a marathon runner, well, you're going to have to start running. Plain and simple. If your desire is just to kind of cut a little bit off of those love handles, that's fine too. But if your desire, your intent, your goal is to be able to defend yourself, your family, if that time comes, maybe you should be focusing your goals on getting stronger, being able to get off the couch, being able to move, maybe learning how to throw a punch, working your way in how to perform a guillotine or a rear naked choke or something like that. Whatever the case may be, what are you training to prepare for your goals? The next one is pairing exercise with chores or other activities. You can do more than one thing at a time. You don't have to just say, you know what? I got to go grocery shopping today, but I also got to work out. Which one can I do? How do you make it work together? I've got to make a phone call. I got a couple Zoom meetings, or I've got this conference call that I've got to make. Can you go for a walk while you do that stuff? I know some things are weird. Some things are goofy where you're like, you're trying to tell yourself, I don't want to sound like I'm breathing heavy or when I'm trying to talk. Let everybody know what you're doing. Hey, I'm on a walk today. I had to get this in today. And it's part of what you do, and it's part of who you are. Now, obviously, a high-end business deal, if that's what you have to do, but if you have to have papers around, stuff like that, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. But put it in there where you can. Tell yourself that you're going to do X amount of push-ups, X amount of squats, X amount of burpees, whatever, throughout the day. 100 burpees in the day. You're like, oh my gosh, Ken, what are you in this burpees business? I'll tell you, burpees are fantastic. Try to get so many pull-ups in a day or whatever. Tell yourself, I'm doing 200 push-ups today and 200 squats today. Now, if that means that you do 50 in the morning of each, 50 in the afternoon of each, 50 in the later afternoon, and then 50 before you go to bed, then so be it. But you get your 200 in, and you do that every day for a month. Let's give it a month, and you're solid. Whatever the case is, pair it with something else. Figure out a way to put that in there, and don't just be, I don't want to do that stuff, because that's just going to eat at your ability to provide for yourself or to reach those goals in which you're trying to reach. Or exercise with your friends and family for accountability. Get somebody to come along with you on a walk. Get somebody to say, hey, I'm going to meet you here at 5 o'clock today. We're going to work out. And if that person doesn't show up, hey, you said you were going to work out today. I'm not going to make it. Why not? You have every right to ask them why not. Because they promised you. Do you have a right to hold somebody accountable if they've promised you something? That's important. You do have a right to ask that question. Well, why can't you make it? Some stuff came up. What stuff came up? They can't even tell you what stuff came up. What are they doing? What is the point in your relationship if they can't even tell you, they're going to lie to you? And if you're going to be that person that's going to be wishy-washy and is going to lie to other people, who are you? Who do you deserve? Why do you deserve to have a relationship with somebody that you're going to lie to and you're going to be dishonest with, and you're not going to hold your promises, and you're not going to help keep them accountable, and you're not going to let them hold you accountable? Relationships go both ways, but your goals are your goals, absolutely. So not only do you have to work on your physical, but you have to work on your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, all these other goals that you have to work on. Your physical is important. Your physical is something that you need to be working on to prepare yourself, because if you're not preparing yourself, somebody else may be. And you may be asked to do something that you didn't expect, or something that is way outside of your wheelhouse, and you haven't trained for it. And then it's either very hard to do or you fail at it. And I'd hate to think that because I didn't do something, somebody got hurt because I failed to prepare. I have a friend, he's a personal trainer, and he wrote this: "The vicious cycle. We all know it's important to train hard, build muscle, and move in ways that challenge our body and mind to grow stronger with each workout. That is, until an injury sets in. With endorphins to the rescue, we find a way to keep the train on the tracks, pushing through any bouts of pain and injury that try to knock us off course, stacking dysfunction on top of dysfunction. Steroids, TRT, IV drips, pre-workout, coffee, CBD. When the body fails to regenerate on its own, many people turn to these exogenous substances. Needless to say, they all have significant drawbacks and downsides, and we all know that too much of anything can be harmful. The point is to establish a healthy relationship with your body, learn how to listen to it so you know when and when not to push it, what movements to avoid, and which ones you need to be doing. This is my aim, to help you establish a balanced relationship with your body so you don't end up needing performance-enhancing drugs just to be able to exercise. When it's all said and done, the right kinds of exercise, food, and outdoor environments are all you need to attain freakish health." It's not that difficult to prepare yourself. It is difficult for you to get off the couch sometimes because you're sedentary, you're used to being there. But you need to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to go out there and reach those goals. But in order to do that, you need to prepare yourself. You need to train. In this case, it's physical. On the next short, we're going to talk about the mental. So until next time, this has been the What's a Hero podcast. You know where you can find us. All those fine, fancy places such as the interweb provides. Just Google the What's a Hero podcast. It'll all pop up. Nevertheless, I'm Ken Frownfelter. This has been the What's a Hero podcast. Go out there, make the day, attack your goals, prepare yourself for your next challenge, because that could be the very difference between your success and your failure. We are clear.